Millions of people in the United States live with psoriasis, including our next guest, TV host and journalist Louise Rowe. Now, she doesn't let the condition dictate her life and confidence, and she wants to inspire others to do the same. She joins me now, along with dermatologist Dr. Gary Goldenberg. Thanks to both of you for joining me.
Thanks for having us.
Of course. So, Louise, I want to get to your story here in just a little bit, but Doctor, starting with you, let's educate the public a little bit about what plaque psoriasis actually is.
Sure. Plaque psoriasis is one of the more common conditions that we see in dermatology. In fact, it affects approximately 7.5 million people in America. And it's a genetic condition. It's autoimmune in nature. And what happens is it actually starts inside the body, even though it manifests as a skin rash. So too much inflammation in the skin caused by this autoimmune condition produces these red, scaly, itchy, painful plaques that can occur anywhere on the body.
And Louise, when did you first start experiencing this, and how did it affect your life?
About 10 years ago, and I was living in London at the time. I now live in LA, and I was working a job in a women's fashion magazine. It was like my dream job, but it was pretty stressful and very, very long hours. And I think that stress could have been a trigger, because I suddenly was experiencing all the symptoms that Dr. Goldenberg just talked about. And I ignored it for a while, hoping it might go away, but it didn't. It got worse. And psoriasis is something that is genetic. You know, you do have it for life. So since then, I've had a lot of flare-ups, then it'll go away for a while, but it is something that I'm still learning to manage. It knocked my confidence a lot, and I think this is a story that I've heard a lot from people who also suffer from psoriasis. And there are moments when you're covering up areas of your body, the way you're dressing, even if you have it on your scalp, not being able to put your hair up, all those day-to-day things that you wouldn't even otherwise think about. But it's something that I think is important to raise awareness about, and hopefully make people feel less isolated with it by sharing my story, that they'll share theirs.
And so tell us about the Inside Perspective campaign. That's really aimed at helping people start this conversation, right? And sort of accept themselves as they are.
Absolutely, and that's exactly it. Celgene and Atezla came to me with this idea for a campaign called Inside Perspective, and I think it's twofold. First of all, it points to the fact that psoriasis actually starts on the inside of the body, and a lot of people don't realize that. So there's the inside perspective there, but then metaphorically speaking, it's about gaining a new perspective, being able to use tools that enable you to get your self-esteem back, feel a bit more like the old you, and manage it so your quality of life is better.
And you had an experience actually switching worlds with a fan who had plaque psoriasis, right? Or has it?
Yeah, the video is up on psoperspective.com for anyone who wants to watch. It was a really interesting idea. I flew to New York and I swapped lives with a girl called Alicia. She has psoriasis and she's a financial analyst, so our jobs are poles apart, but we did each other's work for the day and then sat down and talked about our journeys and things that we've been through. And they were very similar in terms of the emotional journey and the physical symptoms. So that was a really interesting exercise for me, and it was fun too.
Well, I can't think of a better representative. You know, you're obviously so positive, so inspiring, so it'll definitely help a lot of people sort of come out of their shell about this. And Doctor, before I let you both go, where can we get more information?
I would encourage your viewers to go to psoperspective.com, where you could see Louise's story and also get really medical grade information on psoriasis.
Very good. Louise Rowe and Dr. Gary Goldenberg, thanks for your time this morning.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Of course. Stay where you are. We'll be right back.